Cosmic Huskies with another worst to best ranking for the TCG, and today will be the worst to best character cards from the TCG Cosmic Eclipse. So I hope you enjoy this video. Leave a like in the comments down below, and this video might be a bit quick because something's been going on. Every time I record I go back, I come off it, and then something goes wrong, so it might have to be quick. So sorry about this. So I'll try and do it as best, and of course I'll do it as quick as possible. I'll see what I can do. So the worst character card, the 12th worst character card is Jasmine. So this is not going to be played a lot, and it has 2 attacks. Thumping Fall and Iron Tail lets you discard the number Pokemon with retreat cost of exactly 4 from your hand. Then this attack does 50 damage for each card you discarded in this way. And then Iron Tail does 100 damage until you get tails. You still keep attacking with heads. So Steelix is not a good steel Pokemon to play, of course. Of course, we got other steel type Pokemon like the new Zacian and Zamazentia, of course, will still be played. So that is why Steelix is not a good card. Of course, we still have Pokemaniac, which search your deck for a Pokemon with up to 4 retreat costs, and that is why it is at number 12. Number 11, we have Excadrill. Now, Excadrill is definitely not going to see a lot of play, of course, and because it has 2 attacks and 140 HP. So it says 11th hour tackle, 30 damage plus. If there are 3 or fewer cards in your deck, this attack does 150 more damage. And Drill Bazooka, 120, and discard the top 4 cards of your deck. And the retreat cost is 4, and its weakness to steel, of course. So we do have other spores that let you discard a load of cards like Bellabun, Bryceman, Professor's Research, and Hapu, of course. Which, of course, we had Sage's Training years ago, which might be played in unlimited decks. So this lets you discard 11 cards and does more damage for each one you discard. But be careful, once you run out of cards in your deck, your opponent wins, of course. So that is why Excadrill is not a good card to play. In at number 10, we have Wishy Washy with Lana in the background, and it has the ability called Scatter. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, flip a coin. If tails, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck, and Hydro Splash for 130. Of course, and retreat cost is 3. So Wishy Washy will not be playing a lot. Of course, we still got Inteleon, Frostmoth, and Lapras VMAX, and we got the new Milotic, of course. So this lets you still attack. However, when your opponent's attack, you have to flip a coin. If heads, you still stay, and if tails, it goes back into your deck. Kind of saves you from healing, of course, rather than being knocked out. So Wishy Washy. Excuse me. Yeah, just yawning, a bit tired. So that's why Wishy Washy will not be seen a lot of play. In at number 9, we have Mimikyu with Acerola in the background. Now it has 2 attacks. Impersonation, discard a supporter card from your hand. If you do, use the effect of that card as the effect of this attack. And then Mischievous Hands lets you choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and put 2 damage counters on them. Now, of course, we still have Obstagoon, which lets you put 3 damage counters on them. And we had Grimsley, which moves 3 damage counters from your Pokemon to your opponent's active. And of course, when you're discarding a ball and using the effect, there was like Sabrina Suggestion, which lets you use the effect of your opponent's hand. Of course, like shuffling or draw, healing. So that's why this card will not be seen a lot of play. That's why it's at number 9. In at number 8, we have Stoutland with Off Bark for its ability and Overrun, and it has Chiren in the background. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and is knocked out by damage from your opponent's attack, you may discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon as well. And Overrun lets you do 110 damage, and this attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And this, to use it, you can use like triple boost energy, triple acceleration energy, or twice energy, and then wait for the right moment, or just use Welder to do it, to do the job. So that is why it is at number 8, and it will not be seen a lot of play. Definitely not. In at number 7, we have Magnemite. Of course, now Magnemite is a basic Pokemon with 1 attack and 1 retreat cost and a bit of low HP. Mirror Shot lets you do 10 damage. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flips a coin. If tails, that attack doesn't happen. So this kind of lets you delay your opponent's Pokemon from attacking, of course. And Magnemite won't be seen a lot of play. Of course, we'll be losing the Magnezone from Ultra Prism and Forbidden Light, which lets you attach many energy from your Steel or Electric Pokemon, and will definitely not be seen a lot of play. So people won't be playing Magnemite, or they might be playing the other Magnezone depending how well they play it. So that is why it is at number 7. In at number 6, we have Torkoal, which is a fire Pokemon, which lets you bring more fire energy back into your hand and does 110 damage, and then you discard it with Fire Fling. Put 4 fire energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, and then Kindle does 3 and fire energy. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. If you do, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So this kind of lets you still attack and discards both your energy and your opponent's active Pokemon energy to their discard piles. Of course, we still have Viridian Forest, which is still being played a lot, and Giant Hearth will be playing a lot. So that is why it is at number 6, of course. And this will be not... It's a bit good, and we'll see. In at number 5, we have Coughing. Now this Pokemon was played a lot with Roxy and Weezing. It has ability Blow Away Bomb. Once during your turn, you may discard this Pokemon with the effect of Roxy. You may put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Place damage counters after the effect of Roxy. And then Poison Gas does 10 and lets your opponent's Pokemon be confused. So Roxy will be played a lot, and Coughing, depending how well you play it. So that is why it is at number 4. Of course, we still got other cards as well being play, so some people might be still playing it, of course. In at number 4, we get Piplup with Dawn in the background from it's like an anime card. So it has a 60 HP, retreat costs 1, and weakness to electric, and then Bubble Hole does 80 damage. If the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Of course, we got... It doesn't work on evolution Pokemon, it only works for basic Pokemon like Reshiram and Charizard, Inteleon, or any of the V or E or GX cards. So this kind of lets you stop your opponents from attacking during their turn, and then the effect wears off when it's your turn, of course. So Empoleon used to be played a lot, and now I don't see it play very often, so that is why it's at number 4. Getting into the top 3 now, the 3rd best supporter is probably Weavile with Cyrus in the background, and it has a 90 HP, and it's a water Pokemon, and it has 2 attacks. Nasty Plot, which lets you search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck, and Slashing Core 110. And then Retreat costs 0, nothing, and weakness to Steel Pokemon. So this lets you search your deck for 2 cards you want, and then puts them into your hand. Of course, we still have Dana from Team Up and Green's Exploration and Misty's Favor and many other cards. And of course, we still have Sonia, which is like Pokemon Fan Club and Professor's Letter. So this might be a bit played in dark decks, and it is going to be tricky to play. So that is why it is at number 3, of course. In at number 2, it is Gallade. Now, Gallade might be a bit played. Now, it is a bit of a fair, interesting card with Wally in the background because it has ability Double Type. As long as this Pokemon is in play, it is a Psychic and a Fighting type, of course. And then Power Cyclone 120 and moving energy on this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. So this kind of lets you move Pokemon to your bench, of course, to like save them whenever it is, in case you're being knocked out, of course. So Gallade, I might play Gallade online as long as I can get a couple of more. And of course, I caught him in Sword and Shield, of course. Now, of course, we have the new Blaziken, of course, which PCG Radio just did. Of course, so that's why Gallade is at number 2. In at number 1, we have Pikachu with red in the background, the most valuable one and the most popular Pokemon. Pikachu has 1 attack, 2 attacks. Nuzzle, which lets your opponent's Pokemon be paralyzed. And then Voltagor does 70 damage, and this Pokemon does the 10 damage to itself. So this kind of lets you paralyze and then attacks as well and loses more damage, of course. So Pikachu might not be seen a lot of play. Only the Raichu might, but definitely not. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the ranking of the worst to best cards from the Cosmic Eclipse set, the character cards, of course. So I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned next time. Take care.